one of the most fascinating subjects in mathematics. But before we talk about infinite series, I would like to ask a question about infinity. What do you get when you add an infinite number of things? A.V. Geekman, do you have an answer up that sleeve of yours?
Well, the more things you add up, the bigger the answer gets. So if you were to add up an infinite number of things, you would always get an infinitely large answer.
Are you sure about that, A.V.?
Well, no matter what size the things are, an infinite number of them will always be infinity. For example, an infinite number of ones is infinity times 1, or infinity. An infinite number of 1/2 is infinity times 1/2. 1/2 of infinity is still infinity. Even an infinite number of 1/1000 is 1/1000th of infinity, which is still infinity.
Aha! That's extremely perceptive of you, A.V. It is true that an infinite number of anything, no matter how small, is still infinitely large. So, another question to you. Is it possible to add an infinite number of things and get a finite number?
Well, based upon our previous discussion, I would say not.
Well then, you would be wrong!
Oh, really?
Now, A.V., as you pointed out, if you add an infinite number of anything, no matter how small, the sum is still infinite. But what if the things you add get progressively smaller?
I don't know.
All right then. Let's add an infinite number of things where each thing is 1/2 of the previous thing. Let's say, for example, that you walk halfway to the wall. Then you walk half of the remaining distance. Then half of that distance, and half of that distance, and so on. No matter how many times you keep doing that, you will still never quite reach the wall.
So it is possible to add up an infinite number of things to get a finite number.
Now you're cooking with gas. I'll give you one more example. Let's take the fraction 9/10, which you can write as the decimal number 0.9. Now, let's add 9/100ths, and 9,000ths, and so on. As